Good evening, Ravli.
Could you please open your activity guide and go through today's topics
Okay, Ravli.
and walk me through? And over to you, Sudhir.
Okay, Ravli. Is it my screen is visible, Ravli?
Yes, I am able to see your
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. Today's topic is that managing approvals. And coming to the manage approvals, here we can see the navigation part of manage approvals. Coming to the task, we have to assign the credential which is given by the client. After that, if approvals one user is not there, then to create an approval user. For that, we have to click on the tools and then under the action control on the home page. This is for the creation of the users. We have to create the users in the access user access. For that, you have to click on the access control tab on the left hand panel. After that, click on manage user tab and user. After that, you have to give the particular user login column. Click if the user approval one is a present. If the present if it is present the user variable, then skip it to the next step. After that, click on the create button and you have to give the particular details which was given by the documentation, like username is approval one and password is a welcome one and first name is a approval one and mail address is not mandatory. If you want to give, you can give. Other than in this member of selection under the available group, click search and add group user and the viewers. And okay, I will show the creation of this user probably. For that, click on the application. Then after that, select the navigator. Click on access control. Under manage use under manage users, we have to create a approver one. For that, having created approver one, I will show you by editing it. Click on edit. As per the requirement, I given as approver one and password is approver one and password is welcome one. The first name is approver one. See, the first name is approver one. That's the process of creation of the approver. Process of creation of users. And after that, make sure the application is accessible to all users. Okay. In the home page, click on application settings and okay. Here you have to save the user. Okay. Okay. Close. Yeah. After that, make sure the application is accessible to all users. In the home page, click on settings. Enable use of application of selection of all users. Click on save. Okay. Coming back to the application, click on navigator. And under that, you can see the setting option will be there. Here under application, you can see the setting option is there. You have to click the settings. Yeah, here the all the members what we given for the creation of application, those are in enable. After that, click on save. Okay. Coming back to the documentation. Here, create a navigation tool variable under make sure that collect the value set of the users variables like PM year and year, and you should have to give the value as a 15, 16, 20. This type of years you have to mention there, and after creation of that you have to click on save. Okay. After that, yeah, up to here only. Okay. Coming back to the documentation application, click on navigator, select variables. As per the requirement of documentation, I given dimension as a year and user variable name is PM year. And here you have to select the members. For that, you have to select the every year also 21 or 22, 23, whatever you seen here. You have to select the each and every year here. You have to tick everything up to 30. Then click on OK. The member has been added to the user variable definition. After that, login as an admin with the user password with the credential. Click on tools and under that you have to set the user preference. Ensure that the values are set as the following. Okay. After that, coming to the next slide. Note that you might have the changes of PM year to the F121. Once you have ensured that the values are correct, click on OK. Okay. For that, you have to select the application, and under that you can see the user preference will be there. You have to select the user preference, and okay, here you have to select the user variables. As per the documentation, you have to select particular FI21. Yeah, FI21 has been selected, and click on OK. Yeah. After that, coming back to the documentation, throughout this course, we will use the approvals unit set of the actual FI21 and John. Okay. So make sure that there are no execution approval unit assigned for this sector. Okay. Click on navigator and select the manage approvals under the workflow. Okay. Select the navigator and select manage approvals. Okay. After that, set POV to scenario actual year is FY21 and period is John, and click on go. And after that, click on the view button, and from the drop down select the review. Expand the approval unit RKS. RKS is not there for particular document. They didn't provide any RKS document for us, so we are entering the manually, and ensure the approval status set to not started for the say these are not there for us. Okay. If not selected the execution ratio button for each of them, click on yes. When it asks for the confirmation, click on navigator and select the approval unit assignment under the workflow. Okay. After the external approval unit and click on go. Red cross and click on save. Okay. I will show you directly in the navigation option. Here you have to assign the scenario as an actual and scenario as an actual, and here should be 2021 and period should be Jan. After that, click on go. Yeah, some data has been added here, and click on view option. Under that, you have to select the preview. Here we have to extend that. Here I have selected EN01, and the status approval is under review, and the current owner is approval 1. And coming back to the navigate documentation, here login as a user admin with the password, and on the home page, click on navigator and workflow approval unit. Click create. After that, to creation, on the create approval unit hierarchy page, enter the value of under the approval dimension entity as the following. Okay. Approval unit. Okay. Okay. Coming back to the application, select the navigator and select the approval unit assignment. Okay. Select approval units. Okay. Here we have to select the plus option. After selection of the plus option, I created this one approval unit 001. Click on that and click on edit. Yeah. As for the requirement, I given as hierarchy name is approval unit 001 and description is approval for unit 001, and enabling approval is none, and approval template is has taken as a consolidation bottom up. Here the approval hierarchy name is approval unit 001 and description part is approval unit for unit 001, and the enabling approval is none, and approval template is taken as a consolidation bottom up. After coming to the premium and sub hierarchy selection, click on the primary and sub hierarchy selection tab to select the number to be including in the approval unit and select the display for the all entities. Okay. Okay. Here you can select the all entities here like this. You can extend whatever data you want to. You can see here. You have to select the particular number. Okay, I selected the EN01 and 01 for that. After that, click the assign owner tab to have specialized approval unit ownership. On the assign owner page, expand the entity and provide the values for the field as in the following table. Okay. As for the requirement of this field and name, I should give the owner and the reviewer. And after that, click on save to approve the unit hierarchy. Then click OK in the information dialog box to close it. Okay. After that, the newly created approval unit hierarchy will be appear on the approval unit page. Okay. Coming back to the application, after that you have to assign the owners. Here you have to select the entity, expand it. Here I given as a owner as a EPM default cloud admin, and reviewer is a approver one. You can see, click on the promotion path. Here you can see the particular owner. Here en01 and 01 is the, here it is the EPM default is an admin service administrator. This is the approver one, which was given for the particular entity. Okay. Coming back to the documentation. Come to the next page. After that, the click on navigation workflow. Under that, you have to select the approval unit assignment. On the approval unit assignment page, you can assign the approval unit hierarchy to specify the scenario, year, and period combination. Only scenario that have approval enabled in the metadata are available for the selection. What we selected for the previous in approval unit, that data will be shown here. And select your approval unit approval unit 001 hierarchy created earlier in the practice and the selection action. Okay, as per the this tabular form I will create in the approval unit assignment, and after that click save. After that this completes the practice to set up the approvals. Okay, click on navigator and select the approvals unit assignment. Here I selected as a approval unit 001 created previously, selected that one. As to the documentation for scenario I given as well, and year is 21 and period is Jan. That's the process of creation of approval unit assignment. And coming back to the documentation, here promote and approve in the lock approval units. In this we have to sign with the admin with password. After that we have to select the, you have to complete the practice one. Okay, after that select the scenario, year, period. You will use the same values you defined in the previous practice. Okay, for the creation part, click on the navigator and select the manage approvals under the workflow and select the POV. Okay, after selection POV, click on go and click view in the process status and select the tree view. Okay, before only we have done this process, I will show you again once again for that. And extend the process unit hierarchy and approval unit 001. Okay, you have to select the navigator and click on the manage approvals. Here I assign a scenario as actual and here is 2021 and period is Jan, and click on go. Yeah, here you can see the data and click on the view option. Under that you have to select the tree view. Okay, after extension what have been selected for the previews for the managed user, that data you can see here en0101. Okay, coming back to the documentation, to the next page. Okay, okay, click the ratio button in the start column for the C151. I taken as en01 for that in the screen below down and click OK. In the information dialog box, the status changes to the under review. Okay, in the top right side of the packing page, click the view button, select the process status. Okay, after that select the under review process unit and click action change status, and we have to verify promote the status selection. After selection the action drop down menu, you click on OK. Okay, coming back to the document application, here you can see the process is under review, and click on the view, click on the process status. Here you can see the data and select the, you have to select the en01 and you select the action option. Under the drop down you can see change status will be there. You have to select the change status. Here you have to promote it. Click on first you have to reject it. Okay, refresh, click on action. Okay, you have to select the particular data, right? Click on this and click on action change status, click on promote and go. Okay, see the process status has been under review. Okay, after that, login as approver 1 with the password and click on navigator. Make sure the navigator is set of advanced consolidation and click approvals unit monthly, yearly, monthly, close, and click on the filter icon and select the following POV. Okay, we have to sign out this one and we have to log in with the approver one. Click on the sign out. Okay, log in with the approver one. Okay, uh, after that select the approvers. Okay, scenario is actual and year is 21 and period is designed. Click on apply and the click option change status and approve it. Okay, after then, okay. Click on the documentation, click on the EN01 and under this you can see the drop down will be there. You have to approve it. There we in the admin as we have promoted here we have to approve it the data. Click on approve and done. Yes, that's the process of approvals. See here, login as admin with the password admin. We have to log in with the admin and click navigator and click manage approvals and under workflow set as a actual scenario. Okay, approval status will be changed. Okay. Coming back to the application, we have to sign out here and we have to log in with the EPM credential. Okay, click on go. Okay, see here the data has been promoted. That's the process. And coming back to the documentation, click on next one. Here now the next topic is task manager. Coming to the navigation, on the home page click on application and task manager. In the left hand panel click on organization tab and click holiday rules tab. Okay, further you have to select the application, click on navigator and select the task manager. Yeah, you have to select the organization. Under organization we have to select the holidays rules. Okay, coming back to the documentation. Okay, click the holidays rules tab and click the create option button, and after that enter the value as a HRID001 in the holidays rule as a ID field and enter the value HRNM001 in the names field. After that you have to select the button to create the list of holidays, and based on this based on this form I created the holidays for the particular organization, and click on save to save the holidays rule and select list of holidays created, and after that click on organization unit tab. Okay, after organization rules we have to select the organization unit tab. Under that you have to give you can see the existed organization unit. Under that click on the total geography and click on add sibling, and based on this tabular form I created it. And after that creation of the children, you had after creation of sibling you have to add one more child for that. This is a table form for the particular children. After that click on save. Okay, I will show you in the right in the navigation option. Click on the holidays rule first of all, and here I created the HRID 001. For that, holidays rule is a HRID 001 and name has a HRN M001. And coming to the holidays, I created as a April 5th, 2022 as a New Year and April 6th, 2022 as a Christmas. After the creation of the holidays rules, you have to select the organization unit. Under organization unit, I created a sibling. Click on that. For sibling, as per the documentation, I given the C properties. Okay, as name as a middle is 001, organization unit is NE001, Parent organization is no value. Description is a Middle East region, and holidays rule is HRN, MOON, and working days should be on under Sunday to Thursday. Okay, as per the requirement, I given this one. See name as a Middle East one, and organization unit ID is ME001. Parent organization is none, and description is the East region. Time zone I have taken as a Calcutta, and holidays rule has and what I created holidays rules here. We have to add this holidays rule in the holidays rules here. As per the documentation, I given as a Monday to Sunday, Sunday to Monday. That's the process of creation of a sibling. After that, we have to add the one more child for that. For child, what was there in the documentation? Based upon that, I created this child. Name has a legal entity 001, and organization unit has a EL 001. Parent organization is Middle East 001, and description is I have taken as a East. The time zone I have taken Kolkata, and the holiday rule as EN HRN M001. As per the documentation taken Monday to Saturday. After that, after the creation of this organization, uh, click on next page. After that, sign in as a user admin, user password. Okay, after that, click on the home page, navigator tools. You have to select the access control. Under the access control, in the left hand panels, click on action control tab. Select the managing teams tab, and you will see list of existing teams on the page. Click on new button and to create a new team, providing these values for the following fields under the task manager. Okay, as per this, I have to create a certain manage a certain user for the particular task, and click on add and add member to the teams and search for the user using the first name approver. Okay, select the user and click the add button to add the user to the teams. Click the OK button and select the primary user checkbox and click on OK button. And after that, this completes the practice to create a new team and add a user to on it. Okay. After that, you have to select the navigator, and yeah, under the tools you have to select the access control. You have to select the manage teams. Under that, you have to add a particular member. I added this one by selecting this option. Click on this. I will show the editing option. Click on approval teams. Okay, as per the documentation, I taken as name as approval team 001. Description is list of approvals for the task, and selected a user. And here the user I have taken as a approver one, which means approver one is in the manage user previously I have been created, right? That's one we have to add here, managing one. Then click on OK. That's the process of creating the groups. Coming back to the documentation, creation of templates and adding the task. Okay, coming to the task. On the home page, the navigator. On the home page, now navigate to the application task manager. In the left hand panel, click on the template tab and select the template tab. You will see a list of executing templates on the home on the page. Okay, and click the new button to create a new template. Under that, you have to create these field numbers which was provided by the documentation. We have to, based on this documentation, we have to create it, and after that click on OK button to return the template page and click on the task tab. Okay, for that you have to select the creation for navigation. You have to select the navigator and select the task manager. Under that, you have to select the templates. Your template, by adding this template you can create this one. You click on this. Based on the documentation, I created this one. See here, name as a template for the monthly closure 001. Description monthly closure templates and organization unit as a Middle East 001. As per this documentation, I created this one. T. As per the requirement, I created this one. After that, click on OK. Yes. After that, coming back to the documentation, come to the next slide. After the creation of the template, you have to create the task. For that, you have to select the task tab and click on new button to create a new task. And based on this field, I have to fill the form. Like properties, the task name as a review task 001, task ID as a XXX, and the task 001. As per this requirement, I will create the task. For that, you have to select the application, and under that, you have to select the task tab. Based on that, I created this one. Click on the review task 001 as per the documentation on I created. See, as per the task name as a reviewer task 001, like ask a task type, I select the value basic task and owner as a admin. See, based on this, I created. See, the task name as a reviewer task 001 and the description test, the application unit as a middle list 001. The source is a template which was created in the template. The source has been added for this particular task, and task type is basic and the period is medium and the owner I taken as the administrator for the particular member. After that, on the workflow tab and under the approval election, add select the approvers and on the selection approval screen, click on user icon and select the team. So select the team. In the team name, enter the approval unit 001 and select the search and search for approval unit. Select the team and click on OK. Coming back to the documentation and the workflow. And the workflow as per the documentation. Okay. As for documentation, I created this one. Click on the workflow. Assigned as an administrator and backup is not mandatory. And I created approver for the particular for whom we have to assign the role. For that, we have to select the approver. I taken as a name as approver one, and backup is nothing. I taken the end date as a 20, and click on save and close. Okay. Coming back to the documentation. See, here I given under date and any approvals. Okay, click on save. Okay, completed. After the next topic is the schedule, creating schedule and templates. Sign in as a admin using password admin. Okay. After that, coming to the task on the home page navigator, select the task manager and select the template tab. Select the template tab and choose the template recording name as a template for monthly 001 and close the toolbar and click on create the schedule button. Okay. As per this tabular form, I have to create the schedule for the particular task. Schedule as a monthly schedule 001 and year is 2021 and period is current month 01 and the day 0 date is the 25th day. Okay. After that, click create schedule button in the creation schedule dialog box. Click the close once and see the message completely successfully next to the status field. Okay. Coming back to the documentation, select the select the template. Under template you have to select the after selection this one you have to select the schedule option. Schedule option, as per this you have to fill what was there in the particular documentation as per the requirement you have to create it. Okay. Created the schedule for the particular one. Click on the schedule option here, monthly schedule 001. See here, as per this documentation I created, my schedule is monthly schedule 001, year is 21, and period is current month, and day is zero data. As the 26th day of period close above. Okay. The name as monthly schedule, and the organization unit is a Middle East one, and starting date is April 11 that taken, and end date is May 23, and the period year is 21, and year is 21, and period is shown. Okay. After that, instructions as per instructions. Okay. I given as instruction for monthly close. After that, click on OK. Schedule is completed. After that, managing the close process using the task manager. Okay. On the home page, navigator to application task manager. Click on schedule tab and close the schedule with the new monthly schedule in the toolbar and select the set status button and select value as open in the warning dialog box. Click yes. Okay. After that, click OK in the result dialog box. Review the status column in the scheduling for view. Just open the values open by open. Uh, should be opened. Okay, this will complete the practice of set of status of scheduling to open. Okay, after that you have to select the schedule and click on set status. We have to open the status. Open, click on yes. Okay, see the status has been changed to open. And the next one is submitting approve the task within the schedule. So, okay. Coming to the task, on the home page, navigator select the task. In the left hand panel, select the schedule task tab, and the schedule field. Under the field, select the schedule months, since monthly schedule 001, and task review task should be in 001. Schedule appears in the list of tasks. Okay. After that, you had on the task page, click on the workflow down to see who will approach this task. Okay, on the task page, click the submit task button. Okay, in this task manager dialog box, click yes to submit the task to approve the teams. Okay, coming back to the application, click on the navigator. On the navigator, you have to select the task. Under the task, you have to select the schedule task. Click on the uh, schedule as taken as a monthly schedule 001. After that, select the review task. Here, okay, here that you have to approve the task. Okay, reopen the task. Okay, here you have to submit the task. Click on submit task. Yes, successfully have been submitted. After that, you have to log in with the approver. Sign out. Okay, select approver. Click on go. Here you have to select the task. On the task, you have to select the scheduled tasks and click on that. Here also you can upload the task. Click on that upload task. That's the process of creation of a task manager. And coming back, we have to log in with the EPM code. Sign out. EPM default code. Go. Completed. After that, see, that's the process of creation of the task manager. See, here you're gonna see the on the home page, select the navigator application task manager. In the left hand panel, click on scheduling tab, choose the scheduling with the monthly year, and in the toolbar, select the set the status button and save close. And in the one dialog box, click on yes and click OK. In the result dialog box, after review the status column, the schedule will just close. The values should be in close. Okay. Choose the scheduling with the name monthly schedule 001. In the toolbar, select the set status button and select the daily lock. In the warning dialog box, click on yes, click OK. In the result dialog box, OK. Okay, coming back to the documentation, you have to select the task manager. Task manager. You have to select the schedule. Come here. By selecting this one, you can present it, the status as shown as a open. You can change the status by selecting the set status. You can close it. You select the close. Click on yes. On go. See, the status has been changed to the close. If you want to change the status as to lock, you have to select the set status and click on lock. Click on yes. Okay. See, here the status has been changed to locked. That's the process of creation of task manager. And coming back to the documentation, the next topic is that setting up the supplemented data. Okay. In this practice, we will create a data set and managing the attributes in the supplemented data modules of the FCCS business process. Okay. Sign with the admin with the password EPM demo. After coming to the task, create a data set. For that, home page, select the application and supplemented data. Okay. Coming back to the documentation, click on the navigator and select the supplemented data. And after that, select the collection, right? Okay. On the home page, click on the application supplemented data. In the left hand panel, click on collection tab and enter the and click on the new button to create a new collection of data set and enter the following information on the propertable tab. Okay, as per the requirement, we have to fill it and click on the navigation and select the collection tab. And after that, you have to create, we have to select add. After that, you have to create this one. I created this one, so I selected this one. Debited details as per the documentation. Here the debit details is 001 and the debit details as a description as a debit details and the collection interval is a default. Okay, name as a debit details 001 and description part is debit details and collection interval is a default. Okay, after that just click on the attributes tab to create the attributes and click plus add attributes from the drop down menus and click on OK. After the adding the values of each attributes and repeated the following step 5 for the each row in the table given below. As per this tabular form, I have to create the particular attributes. The name of attributes is a debit ID 001. The data type is text and the required should be checked. And next one is a debit description text and debit data is that data type is data, we have to check it. And after that debit type we have to take as a list and treasure bill, we have the list value should be in the treasure bill and the intermediate term should be okay. After that, as per the uh, uh, and further you have to create for the saving bond also for the list particular list you have to save as a saving bond and other debit and short term is a yes or no and the mutual time is listed. The debit amount is the number. As per this requirement, we have to create the attributes. For that, you have to select the action. You have to select the attributes. As per the requirement, I created this one. See, by adding this attribute this option, you have to select the add attribute. After that, you will see this type of format. You have to assign the name here, and by this you have to select the which data type you want to select. You have to select a particular data type here. If you want to select the data, you have to select data. Other data type you want to select data type, you have to select data type. And based on the requirement, you have to select the requirement option here, tick and click on OK. As per the documentation, I created this particular attributes. One is the debit description and debit data and data type and short type and mutual time and debit account. And after that, click key. Okay, click identifier against the debit ID and 001 field. Create a new collision, and you have to select the key identifier as a debit ID. Debit ID. Okay, as for the requirement, I selected the debit ID here. Debit ID 00. Here, click on this one. After that, click on save and close. Okay, click on save and close. Okay, I created the collection for the particular supplemented data. After the creation of template, and in sign you have to sign with the admin. And after the creation of the collection, you have to select the template in the home page. On the home page, click the application supplemented data, and in the left hand panel, click the form template page. Okay, here you have to select the form template page. After that, you will see a list of executed form templates on the page. Okay, click the new button and you have to add a new template. Provide these values for the following fields under the profitable tab. After giving these details, click the instruction tab and enter the instruction text as followed. As per okay, instruction in the instruction tab, you have to fill the particular data. After that, select the tab. Select the tab. new to add a new select section to the form template and provide these values of the following fields under the profitable tab. You have to fill name as a debit information and collection as a data debit details 001. Data record has to be rows. Okay, click on it and click on the template and click on this one here. Name as a debit information 001 and I given the description part as the debit details and come to the instruction. As per that requirement, I given this one. Please review all details instruction outlines in the loan procedure manually. All loans rather than lakhs must be approved by an officer with the popular approval levels. Okay. As per that, I given this one, and after that, select the sections. Under the section, I created this one. See, name as a debit information, collection is a debit data 001 and subcollection is all. Okay, after that, click on the column tab. Check the following attributes be in the including. Okay, you have to check the what here. We have to check all the attributes here. After that, click and check the checkbox under the column group by against the debit type fields. Check the checkbox and under the column including against the debit amount fields and click on OK. Click Workflow tab and then enter the following information when to start the section. So, okay, frequency, FCCS period, and scheduling form is ended, and the the start date offset is 1. Okay. After that, select the group by. Here you have to select the include as a debit amount and group by you have to select as a data type. Then click on OK. Click on Work tab. Click on OK. After that, you have to select the workflow. In the workflow, based on this, you have to fill the workflow. Through the frequency should be in FCCS period, and the schedule form is should be in the end date, and the start day offset is should be 1. And as per this 18th point, enter the following information in the following workflow sections. As a workflow option, we have to select the prepare equals to approval equals to post, and coming the level of approval 1 it should be 1, and the duration of the preparation should be 1, and duration of approval should be 1 here, and the duration of integration should be in 1. After that, enter the following information to user section. In the workflow, you have to select the particular entity which I selected previously. For that, you have to select the particular entity, and prepare I taken as a administrator, and approver is the approver 1, and integrator I taken as a service administrator. Then click on save and close. Okay, for that on workflow, as for the requirement, the frequency are taken as the FCCS period, and schedule time is end date, and the start day offset is 1. And coming to the workflow option I taken as a prepare equals to approver equals to post. The level of approver is 1, and the duration preparation I taken 1, and approval taken 1, and integration I taken as 1. Coming to the user here, by adding this option, you can see this particular form will be open. Under that, you have to set the entity as a N01, and preparation I taken prepare I taken the preparer I taken as a service administrator, and approver as a approver 1, and integrator I taken as a service administrator. After that, click on save and close. And after that, coming back to the documentation, the lesson 5 is the collection of the submitted data. For that task, and the navigate to select the application supplement data under the home page. Select the data collection period tab. Set the value as a filter as a below. Okay, as per this, you have to fill it. Collection interval as a default, and year as a 2021. The scenario is the actual. Okay, based on that, you have to select the period here. Collection interval is a default, and year is 21, and scenario is actual. For the previous month, Jan, I taken as a year February for that, and to the current month, enter the value of a following as start date, end date, and close date. We have to assign it. I taken as February for the particular number. In February taken as the starting date as a February 1 and 2021, and the end date is a February 28 and 2021, and the closing date is a February 28, 21, 21. Okay, after that you have to save it. Yes, after that you can open it. Present I opened it. If you want to reopen, you have to reopen the period. While selecting this one, you can reopen. Recently I opened the particular collection data collection period, and coming back to this, click save. Okay, for the each of row which are updates in the step for select action option and select open period. Okay, I opened it, and the status of period should be in open. Click save once the period is open for the each of the month. After that you have to select the from template. On the home page, click on the application supplement and data. Under the left side panel, you have to select the template tab, and you will see the list of aggregation form of templates of page. Click the action button on the top right corner and select the deploy option will be there in the action button, and click the magnification glass icon and set next to fill the data collection period as a collection include as a default, and year should be 21 and scenario should be actual. And after that, the select any of the open period to which you want to deploy on the. I will deploy as a February. I taken as a February for that for February I will deploy it. Only the open period will be appear. Okay, click OK. In the deploying form, deploy from the template dialog box. Review the information for the templates available to the deploy and select the row for the from templates, and you have to select the debit information form one. Okay, then deploy button, click on yes. After that, in this deploy information dialog box will appear. Then after that we have to select okay. Okay, for that you have to select the templates. Under templates you can see action button will be there. You have to select the deploy, and you have to search here by selecting search. Click search here and select the February and click on OK. See, the form has been added to here, and you have to select this one and deploy. Click on yes. Click on this and OK. It was loading for the process. Okay, then close. After that, click on next page. We have seen this one, right? And after that, under the data and submit in the form. So open the home page and click on task. Click the supplementary data task tab in the following hand panels, and ensure that the following values on the particular filter collection interval is the default, and year should be in current year and scenario should be in actual. After that, you have to select the particular data and click the template name link in the open the form, and in the detail section enter the row for the number of the row and column. Okay, click on this and click on task. Under the task you have to select the supplemented data task and select this one. Here you have to climb it. After climbing, you have to enter here number 2 and press on add. The two columns will be added for the particular form. After that, the continue. Okay. Enter the following information in the rows. As per this requirement, I have to fill it. Okay. The debit description. Here I have to give the number as 1. Okay. government bond. Government bond. And the next one is a and coming to the next one, debit as John. I think here I can assign directly. Okay, I have here I have to give as a John 1 to the 21. John 01 underscore 2021. Other data is not in the correct format. Click on that. Okay. Okay, here you have to mention the month. Month is 07 and Chandra. Okay. Month is 01. After that, the data you want enter the data in the same format as the next month. Okay. Click on OK. I think it is not mandatory the data. Okay, click on data type. Come to the data type. I taken a saving bond, and the debit type is other debit, and here you have to select other debit. Yeah, I think it is not that much mandatory. That's for filling of data we are using this form. I really it is not that type of mandatory. And come to the short type, and as per the time you have yes and no. I taken as here yes and here no, and after that the maturity time is less than 1 year, less than 1 year, and after that 1 to 5 years, 1 to 5 years, and the debit amount should be 10,000 to 8,000, 10,000 to 8,000. After that, click on save and click submit and close. Click on After that, click on submit. I cannot save the data. The value of debit 001 cannot be empty. Okay. The debit value you have to give some assign some name. Debit ID as 1 and the debit ID for the number 2 is 2. After that, you have to submit it. And the cannot save data. The value of the debit data cannot be empty. Debit data. Okay. I think it is mandatory. We have to fill it. Month I will take as 01 underscore and 01 underscore and 2021. 2021. Okay, successfully it was added. And for example, I'll give a John 01 underscore 01 underscore. I'll change it for 09 underscore and 2021. Sorry. After that, submit. Yes, completely. Click on back and select the again connect. Sorry. Okay. See, after submission, coming back to the documentation, here action of approvers from the form data, login as a approver one with the password welcome one, and on the home page. Okay. After that, click on the supplement data task and tab in the left hand panel and select the record for the form of the debit information from 001 and the status as a with the approver level 1, and click the form name as a link to open the form, and after that review the information and click approver, click close, and post the form data as a login as the integrated admin with the password EPM cloud. Okay. After that, you have to select the home page and task. Click on the submitted data task tab in the left hand panel. After that, select the recording the form debit information form 001 with the status as a with the integrations. Click the form name link to open the form. Okay. After that, review the information and click on post. After that, click close and information dialog box. Okay, I will show this total process in the direct application only. After that, click on close and we have to log out and we have to select the approver one for to login. Click on sign out and click on OK. After that, here you have to log in with the approver one and click on go. Click on go. After that, you have to select the task. On the task, you have to select the supplemented data one, and after that, you have to select here you can see the data has been shown here in the approver one, and here you have to approve the. Okay, that's the process of creation of supplemented data. And coming back, click on close and we have to log in with the admin service administrator. Click on sign out and okay. Okay, close. Coming back to the documentation, this page has been completed. Coming to the process of installation of configurated smart view. Okay, for that, into the task. On the home page, click on the drop-down of menu next to the username in the user upper right-hand corner to see the setting and the action menu. Okay. After that, click the download link and you will be the navigated to that downloading page. Okay. Click on the application and under the application you have to select the EPM default one. Under it you can see the download option will be there. You have to select the download option as per this download as per the requirement here. Okay. In this, we have to select the EVM automation for the particular one, and after that, in the downloading folder, on the downloading folder, we have to extract the SVS 2020 to 20 to 20 to 200 zip of other files started with an SVS WX and WX zip to the folder under the downloading folder. Okay. See, as per this requirement, this total files are this one, and this is for the EPM This page for the EPM automation, and this one is for the smart view option, downloading option. This is for the smart view option. After that, this is for the these two options. As per the requirement, we have to download the each and every one. Previously, I had downloaded the previous the total data. EPM automation I downloaded and smart view also I downloaded in the application. I will show you in the I will show you in the folders that particular application downloads. Here you can see I downloaded the SVT extractor and EPM automation also I downloaded. We have scanning SVT extension, and here also I downloaded. I previously downloaded, so there is no need to download once again, and there is no need to extract the particular data. For because I have previously downloaded it, but if I download it once again, it shows some error. For that, there is no need to download once again. Why? Because I created previously. These total folders have been created. This is the installation process. After clicking, we have to run as a service administrator. By selecting the particular pixel, we have can extract and we can download the particular application to the Excel sheet as a smart view. These are the process. Here, this is the main process of login of smart view in the Excel sheet. On the open the Excel sheet, click on the smart view button power and click the panel and click the private connection. Under the private connection on the address bar, enter the service URL following by the CM and SVD to access the closing managing on the close manager and click on go. Following step one is that assumption to get the service details. For example, in the link server name is easy 18464, then the URL is to be entered would be somewhere like given below. Okay. This will show the how to log. This will show how to log in the smart view in the Excel sheet. We have to give here. We have to give the credential of the EPM the admin password here. After that, you can see the page will open like this. This is for close task. I will show you directly in the navigation option. Click on close. Click on this one and select the Excel sheet. Open the new page. As per that requirement, you have to select the Smart View option and click on Panel and click on the private connection. As per the requirement, you have to select the CM, I think so. Okay, close task. Okay, you have to select the Excel sheet, and here you have to give the credential EPM default. Cloud admin password. Click on go. Now this one we have to select the SDM. Click on go. Again we have to give the credential EPM default cloud admin. Okay, for that we have to come back and we have to log in again. Because multiple times we have will do, it will generate some error. So you have to come back, click on it too. Don't save it, and click again. We have to open the Excel sheet. click on new folder, click on smart view, click on panel, and here you have to select the private connection. You have to take the SDV, SVP. Again, you have to give the credential, PM, default, admin, PM, sorry, PM, default, main, PM, click on go. Yeah, click on the hostel, click on FCCS. Under the FCCS, click on the collection, click on default, click on the debit. Okay, okay. See, the particular data has been added to the particular number here as per the documentation. Close task moving to the super close. Okay. I think this is the supplement data. Okay, I will show you the supplement data. Click on the next one. Okay, so the default year 2020 and period scenario. Okay, as per the documentation, I'll show it clearly in the application. For that, first of all, here this is the creation of submitted data. What we created in supplemented data, the particular data will be added to the particular supplement for the smart view option. This is the process of adding the supplemented data members to the smart view. This is the process of supplemented data, and while selecting the CM SVP, this is a process of closed type task manager. For that, you have to give the credential EPM default cloud admin, click on go. Okay, and this is the supplemented data thing. This is this is the supplemented data, and after that, coming back to the documentation and viewing the analyzing the data with the smart view. Okay, panel and click review connection, and we have to give the credential for the smart view option, and after that extend the service extend the service appearance with the URL selection the FCCS application name like an PASCNSL and in the example. Okay, expand the library and I'll select the particular form, and there you can see the selection of POV. There you can see the selection of POV. After that, you have can set the data option also. The data option here you have to select the data option on the left side. After that, under the replacement selection, the delete missing in the non-data missing label forms. You can see here. You can see the three options will be there. One is the missing one, another one is no data missing. And after that, uncheck the suppresses missing data. And after that, click on OK drop down and apply to all sheet and click on refresh button in POV. Okay. For that, we have to go back to the Excel sheet, and here you have to select the Smart View one. Click on Smart View one. Click on Go. Here you have to give the here you have to select these options. Under library, I created one data. I select that one, smart view. See, the data has been added to the smart view. Under this, here in the POV section, if you select the if you select the POV section, here you can see the POV bar will be added to the particular form. Under that you can select the in the drop down you can change the particular number. See, like this you can select the particular number in the form, and after that you have to select the smart view option. Under the smart view option, you can select the options as per the document requirement. Here you can see the no data missing label should be in missing, and the no access label should be in no access. And after that, you have to uncheck the suppresses missing data. Click on that and click on OK. Yes. After that, coming back to the documentation, here navigation the extension the software rows and under the office and the commit group. Enter the enter or modify the data as a designing in the data input collection. Repeated the step 15 to 16 for the other expressions you want to enter the modify. Okay. Once done with the entering the data, click submit in the FCCS Robin. Okay. After the coming to the next slide. Here you can see the changes of the data. Here you can see the changes in the data. Okay, I will show you in the directly in the navigation option how to change the data. For that, you have to select the Excel sheet. For example, I want to change data for the February here. Click on that. Okay. See, sometimes it will happen. The error will be happen for the particular form. For that, you have to again you have to select. Again, you have to come back and you have to log in with the Excel sheet. Click on that. Open Excel. Well, because we have done multiple times, right? So for that it will generate some error. So we have to open once again for the once again, and here you have to give the credential part here. Select Smart View and panel. Under the panel, you have to select the private connections. Select the Smart View one, and click on Go. And here you have to give the credential VPN default loud admin. Can't go. Okay. Select the particular form which was created in the library. You have to select it. The data has been added. If you want to change any data for a particular form, you have to select it. I will give as a 55, 56 and select the check option. Tick option. After that, you have to submit the data. That's the process of adding the data for the particular form. And coming back to the documentation. After that, listing data. Click the data input cell in the office and community row. And from the FCCS Robin, okay, okay. After that, click on the documentation. Select the edgist option. Under that, you have to select the grid separate. Under that, you can assign some grid separate values. You want to spread the value. Other you can increase the value plus 2 by 2. You can do that particular adjustments in the particular application. For that, you have to select the application. See here you can see the changes. Here they given as a 55,000, and I will give some certain value for that. Okay, click on and select the adjust grid separate into two spread. Select this one, adjust and See, the number has been added to the Q1 also here. See, that's the process of existing the data. And after that, coming back to the documentation, come to the next slide. APM automate. Okay. After the coming to the APM automation, the install the APM automation. Yes, I install the APM automation in the application, and after that open download folder and right click on the APM automation, and we have to run as a administrator application. After that, you can see this type of the tab will open. Click on OK. After that, you can launch the application. This is the process of installation of the application. And coming to the next tab, here you have to import the data in the particular EPM cloud. EPM automation. Here you have to add a particular import data. For that, you have to give some credential, some code for the importing process. For that, after you log in, here you have to log in with the some code. After you have to log in execution the command to upload the file, APM upload file and directory path. You have to give the directory path and a file name on your mission. Okay, we have to fill this particular scripting part on the command prompt of EPM. After for example, you have to upload the excel.csv file present on the mission under the dlab. Okay, this dlab folder has not been created in our application, so we created the manual data for the particular member. And here you have to give code as a EPM upload file and the data location and the label name and the entity file name. And after that, it will be processed. After that, you have to create a job. After the first, you have to fill the uploading successful, executing the command to import the metadata to fill adding the new dimension number under the using the following commands. After that, you have to give what you create with the particular dimension member entity member. You have to give the name has a import entity. You have to assign it. After that, for this practice section, we have already created the import data job and named import entity following step by 2 for assumption. If you have any creation of import data job, you will receive a message. Okay, after that we have a process will be done. The data will be added to the particular member. Okay, total I will show the creation part of the this importing data in the application. For that, you have to select the application. Here you have to select the I downloaded the APM automation. I have to select the APM. You have to select the launch APM automation. Here you have to give the credential for the particular member. This is a credential one. I will give this a credential, copy and paste. I given the credential as a EPM automate login EPM default cloud admin. This is the password one. This is the HTML link. After that, click on enter. Login has successfully completed. After that, come to the next one, EPM automation. Copy and save. Successfully done. And I will show the process of flow in the application. Coming back, here you have to select the power view, click on dimension and click on import. Here you have to create a particular jobs here. Previously I created this job entity. Click on that. See, I taken as entity here. You have to set the inbox here. Look, inbox is the same as in the local mission. You have to give the same name for the particular import file. I given as a metadata entity dot csv. CSV. After the save, okay, and after that you have to give some credentials for the login for the importing purpose. Click on the EPM automation, and click on. After that, we have to close it. Click on the prompt and click on import metadata entity. Okay, that's the process of this one EPM Ravli. EPM. That's over to you, Ravli. Hello.
Thank you, Sudhir.
Thank you. Can I stop my screen, Ravli?